What is good, ladies and gents? Hope you guys are okay. Just thought I'd do a quick market update because we've had so many levels that have either been invalid and broken or levels that have missed. So rather than sending a bunch of analysis, I thought I'd just quickly send this video. So starting off with Euro Aussie dollar, I was looking for Euro NZD buy from this level with EA as alignment. EA level, I'm not massively keen to take on its own, which is why I was using it for alignment with something else. So this on its own, not a fan. It's just looking at it for alignment. This one is nice. I like this one, but it's just the fact that this one hasn't really created much structure, and I don't know, these wicks are putting me off a little bit. Euro NZD was nice. You can see my hidden little position here. If we just make that big so you can see it, that was my position, but don't know. It's a bit of an awkward one now. Originally, I wasn't a fan of the fib, but I mean, it has broken and broken again, so it's technically a 38 fib, but it did have timing. No, it had alignment, sorry, with Euro Aussie dollar anyway. But we have the fib and we have alignment now. However, that miss, I don't know, because the level is technically that's the level. We've missed the zone by 14, done 80. But we've missed my entry by 27, done 80. So I'm not a huge fan. I think I'll probably sack this off unless we see timing. If we see 4 p.m. London close today, so 3 hours, I'll give this a go. If we don't, I think that's wraps for me. So we need timing for that one. London close. That is my plan for that. And I'll probably keep the same entry, to be fair. And then this is obviously the 50 fib. That's fine. Not really looking at anything else. Pound Australian dollar. So this looks like it's another shit one, to be honest. So this was the 61 fib, this level. It was the 61 fib of, I'm pretty sure, a big ass move up. Was it this? Yeah, that. So you can see the 61 fib at that level. However, we had like a slight miss-ish. Obviously, this zone is quite wide. I know that's big as fuck, but we had a miss a few weeks ago. So what I was looking to do, even though it didn't tap into the 61 fib, so what I was looking for is a clean breach of this. If we see a breach of this and a tap into that, 100% I'm going for it. But as you can see today, we've had a bit of a mess around at this level. So we've done 40 from almost the low of the level. Missed the low by 10 pips and it's done 40. And 40 is pretty much back to this break retest. So again, bit of an awkward one. So the only way I take this would be some good ass market conditions. If we had timing and alignment or something, then yeah, sure, I'd give it a go, but I doubt we're going to have that. So I'm not a huge fan. And then this level was the EMA, which is completely valid. I will take that as well. But of course, I'll be waiting for a breach of this to take that, hopefully. Especially with the current rejection here. Now that we've made a move from this level, I would like a breach of this, preferably, and to go for that. Unless we have some strong market conditions, then I'll go for this one as well. So we'll see. It depends on the market. GN, this was just alignment for Euro NZD, which ended up missing. Because, again, these levels hadn't really created new price action. This kind of retested the high, so you could have given it a go if you wanted to and be a bit aggressive with alignment or timing. We did have the EMA, which was my confidence, but the EMA ended up being quite far away. And of course, it's failed to break the high, so it's just gotten even weaker. It did have a reaction, to be fair. It did a decent amount of pips. What's that, like 80, 90 pips-ish? And now it's breaching, so the next level is just here, timing or alignment for this one. And then maybe a break retest of this if we see a good breach. So nothing really on GN. GJ, again, shit. This price action is disgusting. This 61 fib is a little bit scary with this zone. As you guys know, when trading like ranges and stuff, personally, I don't really like taking the next level unless it's like a decent amount of pips away. Because obviously once we see a breach of this zone, we're going to see an influx of volatility, volume, whatever, because we're finally seeing a break of this level. So buyers, sellers are going to go crazy. And when the next level is only 50 pips away, is it going to hold? I don't know. I'd rather it be like another 100 because then it's got to have a big ass extension into the next level, whereas this is a little bit close. So I'm not a huge fan of this. So we'll see what happens. Again, based on market conditions, I'll let you guys know what I'm doing. UJ, this worked a fucking treat. Unfortunately, I didn't fucking take it. I don't think anyone did, to be fair, because of the candle we saw yesterday. So this was just the 50 fib of this move up with this level. Beautiful. But we had price come down to here yesterday, which missed the fib by 20-ish, and it did a 100 reaction. And again, if you're looking at this entire zone as your area of interest, it used this level and did the reaction. Very annoying, because then obviously today it has tapped it beautifully. As you can see, bam, perfect reaction off of this level. So it's very annoying when that happens, because then you start questioning yourself, saying like, well, should I have just held the trade because it technically didn't tap my entry? But no, that's not the plan. Again, thinking about things in terms of probabilities, stats, and stuff like that. This is our this is our zone of interest. This, right? Price comes down, does a reaction off the top of the level. What's the chance of price coming back down and doing a second reaction from the same level? Obviously, I would say it's weaker. It may be by 20%, 50%, 80%, whatever it is, but the probability is lower. And I don't want to take those probabilities. I want to take the highest statistical chance of this area providing a pullback. And the highest chance I can get is by price having a strong ass move in with not a single reaction along the way. Which we were having until it did a reaction right next to the level and then did that shit. So very annoying on UJ, but is what it is. The next level, I guess you could go for the 61 fib break retest. That is actually okay, to be fair. With alignment, I do really like that. And also, we had JPYX come into this break retest like zone, which it pretty much tapped and did the reaction. So that was really nice alignment for UJ. But yeah, unfortunate. On for gold, we had a nice little rally at the start of the week, and then obviously we've kind of come back down. There's been quite a few trades that have all, not well, they've worked but missed. Sorry. So this was the first break retest. This was the 61 fib, bit of a deep retracement. As you can see, just past the 61. My entry was about, there it is. Never mind. That was my entry. As you can see, it missed by 20-ish and did 140. That was annoying. The next level was here, which I didn't take. Can't remember if we had news or anything. My memory is really bad, but anyway, I didn't take that. I didn't have a fib. I think that was it, because this level technically didn't breach. It worked. Level worked, so I can't really count it as a breach to take the next level. The fib was 60 away, so unless you took the level very, very deep and said, okay, it's breached the fib, it's carried on, and then technically you can class the fib as confluence, but 60 pips is quite a bit. And then the only other one was this one, the break retest, which was actually nice and I should have took, but I'm pretty sure it missed. I mean, my entry, this is a 4-hour trade. My entry would have been just above the break retest with 60-60, probably this. Bit higher, probably somewhere around there, just a little bit higher than a break retest. I mean, there you go. It wouldn't have even worked anyway. I probably wouldn't have got tapped in. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I did 55. So we'll see what happens, but it's doing its thing. The next trades for gold, if we get rid of all this, all of this, 4-hour, we have this break retest. This is a bit messy. Maybe on the 1 hour it's a bit cleaner. No, not really. The 1 hour, I don't really like anything there, to be honest. You have these two shitty levels. That break retest, that's a nice one on the 1 hour, which I would take. Yeah, I don't really know for now. This is a nice level, but this one's done a reaction, so can't really take this one. So I'd want a breach of this, tap into that. So it's been pretty boring this week. It's Thursday and no trades. Had no trades last week. What the hell? And then like the week before or whatever, we had like 4 trades or something. It's so crazy. Like some weeks are super volatile, loads of trades. I mean, this week has been pretty volatile. Look at gold, but it's just unfortunate with the miss and the miss. and obviously the EN miss and the UJ miss. So it is what it is. But yeah,